Every single meeting that I've had over the years, it's really been clearer and clearer that there is not a company like Hint that is really looking out for the consumer in a way that really wants to create change. When I started the company 13 years ago, nobody was even talking about entrepreneurs that really wanted to make a difference. It wasn't a clear definition of people who wanted to get up and do something that could actually really help society and change the world in a way. And for me, it was really about health. And so he asked me if he could come and work with me and hop into this crazy company called Hint, which, by the way, we ended up getting the trademarks for, even though he had thought that we weren't going to get that. So he came in as Chief Operating Officer around the same time, and his focus really was to actually help grow the company. And we always said from the beginning that we had no idea what we didn't know. Distribution was one point, but also the other thing that I've been super proud of over the years, that things like preservatives in so much of our food. We don't use any preservatives in our product. And we kept asking the question when bottlers would say to us, oh, you have to use a preservative, especially because you guys are using real fruit in your product. And I said, why? Like, why do we have to use that? I came from tech and media, and I had no idea why we had to use it. And so the response consistently was, you have to use it because you have to get more shelf space. And I said, okay, but why? And I tell entrepreneurs all the time that was really an advantage when I look back on it now, because when I look at people that have been trained in the large food or beverage companies, they've been trained by people who have said to them, you need to do things a certain way. You need to add preservatives to your product. You need to add a sweetener to your product. You need to do this. You need to do this. And I truly, authentically did not understand why. And I was willing to really put myself out there and continue to ask people why this was. And in many, many ways, that caused the people that we were talking to, a lot of the bottlers, to actually question themselves. And question themselves as to why they were doing exactly what these large companies had done as well. So fast forward 13 years, we've continued to build this company. Hint today is the fastest growing flavored water in the US that does not have a relationship with Coke, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper Snapple. It's something that I fundamentally believed. Yeah, thank you. So I fundamentally believe that as we grew this company, and it's not to say that we haven't talked to them over the years. I've also said that we're on Union Street, if anybody's familiar with San Francisco. We've always welcomed the large soda companies to come in and sort of hear a little bit about what we're doing. But at the end of the day, I never really believed that they really had our basically our incentive for doing this. And in every single meeting that I've had over the years, it's really been clearer and clearer that there is not a company like Hint that is really looking out for the consumer in a way that really wants to create change.